The sun was just rising on the horizon, casting its warm golden glow over the vast expanse of the Sayo River. The peaceful tranquility of the morning belied the storm that was about to unfold. On the opposite banks of the river lay two mighty forces, the Mongolian cavalry and the Hungarian warriors, each ready to face the other in a battle that would go down in history as the epic battle of the Sayo River. Today, I stand as your narrator, to take you on a journey through this epic confrontation, to witness the valor, the strength, and the resolute determination of these valiant fighters as they clash in a battle of survival. The date was set, the battlefield chose, and the warriors prepared. The Hungarian warriors, proud and noble, were on a mission to defend their land, their people, their very existence, against the ruthless and relentless advance of the Mongolian Empire, whose ambition knew no bounds. The Hungarian warriors knew what was at stake and were prepared to give their lives, if needed, to repel this menacing force that now thundered at their very gates. The Mongolian cavalry, on the other hand, had come a long way from their distant homeland, across vast plains and high mountains, traversing grueling distances to fulfill their sacred duty to their mighty Khan. Now, standing on the banks of the Sayo River, they saw not an enemy, but a hindrance, an obstacle in their path to conquer new lands, to expand the domain of their Khan, and to bring more glory to their empire. The tension was palpable, the air charged with a sense of foreboding. On both sides of the river, warriors readied themselves, their weapons gleaming in the morning sunlight. The war cries of the Hungarians mingled with the echoes of the Mongolian battle drums. The Sayo River, once a symbol of tranquility, now bore witness to the imminent bloodshed, its peaceful waters about to turn into a roaring torrent, a battleground where nature and history would collide. The Hungarian leader, wise and battle-scarred, glanced at his men, a look of valor and resolve etched upon each face. He raised his sword, a symbol of defiance and unity, and with a stirring battle cry that echoed through the valley, he led his men forward. The earth seemed to tremble with the force of their charge, the river seemed to rage in anger as the Hungarians waded through its icy waters, each step bringing them closer to their destinies, and to the waiting wrath of the Mongol hordes. Caught off guard by the ferocity of the Hungarian assault, the Mongolian cavalry quickly regrouped, and with a resounding blare of their battle horns, they launched a counterattack. Across the vast expanse of the Sayo River, the two mighty forces collided, the clashing of steel and the screams of falling warriors drowning out the very heartbeat of the earth. The air was thick with the acrid smell of battle, with swirling dust and billowing smoke. Each man fought with the strength of 10, his battle lust burning bright in his eyes. Fearless Hungarian warriors slashed and parried, pitting their strength and valor against the swift and ruthless Mongolian charges. Amidst the fray, the river ran red with the blood of the fallen, painting a grim and haunting picture of the human cost of war. The sheer force of the Mongolian onslaught threatened to overwhelm the Hungarian defenders. The Mongolian archers, skilled in the art of horseback warfare, sent forth a volley of arrows that darkened the sky, raining death upon the valiant warriors below. But the Hungarians, fueled by their spirit of defiance, continued their gallant struggle, their indomitable courage shattering the very foundations of the Mongolian confidence. The tide of battle seemed to shift with every heartbeat, the scales of fate tipping on the edge of a blade. It was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Not even the mighty Mongolian war horses, massive, fierce, and powerful, could break the Hungarian will. Amidst the deafening sounds of clashing steel, the battle took on an otherworldly rhythm, a symphony of the brave and the bold, intermingled with the chorus of the dying and the dead. As the sun reached its zenith, the battle became even more relentless and unforgiving. The Mongolian cavalry, with their superior numbers and astute battle strategy, began to slowly wear down the Hungarian defense line. The Hungarian warriors, weary yet resolute, fought with a glimmer of hope in their hearts, knowing that their sacrifice would not be in vain, and that they were fighting, not just for themselves, but for the survival of their nation. The Hungarian leader displayed the valor and selflessness of a true warlord, fighting shoulder to shoulder with his men, inspiring them with his unyielding spirit and unwavering determination. The Mongolian general, watching the chaos unfold, brought down his sword upon his shield, signaling for his elite guard to join the fray. The honor-charged clash of these mighty warriors would become one of the defining moments of the epic battle of the Sayo River. As the day began to wane, the Mongolian felt the tide of battle turning in their favor. But the Hungarians, fighters to the last breath, refused to yield. They rallied their remaining strength in one final, desperate charge. Mongolian and Hungarian warriors clashed in a symphony of chaos and order, life and death, the outcome of which would shape the destiny of their people. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the last echoes of battle faded into the evening. The once tranquil waters of the Sayo River were now witness to the blood of the fallen, the culmination of a day-long struggle that saw men turn into heroes and carnage into legend. The river would forever hold on to the memories of the epic battle of the Sayo River, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the defeated, the triumphant roar of the victors and the merciless passage of time. The evening descended with a heavy shroud of darkness, but the sounds of war still echoed in the air. Both sides were gripped with the fear of a surprise night attack. The Mongolians kept their war horses ready, their eyes vigilantly scanning the river's edge for any sign of movement. The Hungarians, on the other side, remained resolute, their determination turning into a beacon of hope in the enveloping darkness. They knew that the night held their enemies and any hope of survival would be futile against an enemy under the cover of darkness. As the full moon illuminated the night, the Hungarian warriors still standing, emboldened by the divine glow, decided to resort to their last attempt to win the battle, a calculated night raid. Under the silvery sheen of the moonlight, they stealthily navigated through the rugged terrain towards the Mongolian military encampment. It was an audacious move, shrouding this perilous mission with a sense of anxiety and anticipation. The Mongolian sentinels perched atop their vantage points, piercing the night with their watchful eyes, their crossbows at the ready. But the element of surprise empowered the Hungarian raid, and they quickly overpowered the Mongolian guards, unleashing chaos within the once orderly encampment. The battle cry of the Hungarians reverberating into the heart of their enemies as, inside the Mongolian camp, the once unwavering wall of defense started to show cracks under the relentless assault. Despite the initial devastation caused by the Hungarian raid, the Mongolian forces managed to regroup and strike back with ferocious tenacity. The once silenced war horns now pierced the night, signaling a counterattack as the Hungarian warriors fought in the heart of the Mongolian camp. They felt a surge of adrenaline, the strategy proving to be successful in luring the enemy into an intricate trap. In the heat of the night battle, a Mongolian captain emerged, distinguished by his towering figure and ruthless appearance. He showed no fear even in the face of the overwhelming forces of the Hungarian raiders. His cunning in implementing a successful ambush strategy showcased the battle prowess of the Mongolian warriors. The Hungarian commander, however, rose to this unexpected challenge with determination, deftly reorganizing his warriors to counter the Mongolian onslaught. The night was relentless, and so were the warriors. As wounds multiplied and fatigue set in, both sides redoubled their efforts, every warrior becoming a beacon of defiance in the face of despair. The moon, once a comforting presence, now illuminated a war-torn landscape, its once tranquil light mired in the chaos of battle. For every step that was conquered, for every blade that was parried, there were 10 more battles awaiting. The night did not seem to end, and the battlefield turned into an abyss of endless clashes, a whirlwind of death-defying feats and unending sacrifice. It was a testament to the human spirit, a testament to the horrors of war, an endless cycle that was doomed to repeat itself until the last man was standing. As the first light of dawn broke through the unearthly chaos, the Hungarian warriors saw before them the Mongolian captain, the embodiment of unwavering resilience and formidable strength. Undeterred by injuries, unyielding in spirit, the Hungarian commander fought this imposing figure. Their duel epitomized the struggle between the two nations, a confluence of valor, strength and an unquenchable thirst for survival. With a blow that seemed to echo through the ages, the Hungarian commander brought down the Mongol captain, the resounding silence that followed echoing the end of a relentless conflict. A warm breeze brushed over the now still battlefield, carrying with it a whisper of hope for a peace that had been torn asunder by the chaos of war. Though both sides had suffered great losses, the tenacity and sheer determination the warriors displayed had rewritten the narrative. Together, on the banks of the Sayo River, they began the arduous journey towards reconciliation and healing. The battleground, once a swirling vortex of chaos and death, now lay under a serene canvas of restless peace. The echoes of war faded away, replaced by the soft murmur of the Sayo River, its crystal-clear waters reflecting the dawning light of a new day. The silence was almost deafening, a poignant reminder of the many lives that were forever changed by the epic battle that unfolded here, of the bravery and sacrifice that would be eternally etched in the annals of history. The sun's gentle fingers slowly began to warm the weary faces of the warriors, now no longer divided by enmity but united by the shared sentiments of sorrow and resilience. Alongside the struggling saplings of young trees, countless wounded fighters limped towards their kin, their spirit of survival embodying the blooming dawn of a new chapter in the intertwined tales of the two great nations. Amid the vestiges of their former valor, they would rebuild their once mighty homelands and hopefully ensure a shared peace between their peoples for the generations to come. Borrowing a verse from their homegrown culture, the Hungarian elders prophesied about the victors vanquished, wondering in grim contemplation what they had won, and at what price. In the heart of the victorious Mongolian army, a seed of empathy was planted, a painful lesson of the human cost of conquest. A defeated nation resurrected its spirit, and a remorseful victor embraced the essence of humanity. Thus, on the battleground of Sayo River, the epic contains segments of both tragedy and triumph, intricate layers of loss and resilience which would continue to immortalize the impacts of their collective past foiled by warfare. As the narrator, standing on the brink of the Sayo River, I was not just observant of the events that unfolded merely a vision before my eyes. It was more than a tale spoken by the whispers of the wind. It echoed a chronicle of the journey of the human spirit, its trials and tribulations, its valor, and its victories. It reminded humankind of the relentless paths of war and destruction, but also unveiled the avenues of reconciliation, healing, and hope. At dusk, when the fire pits of both camps were aglow, and the evening sky was painted in hues of scarlet and gold, the warring factions of the day transitioned into ordinary men. They sat around the fires, silent in contemplation of the day's events, nursing their wounds and mourning their fallen comrades. No longer were they warriors of separate nations, but unified brethren sharing the burden of mankind's perpetual state of strife. As the dusk gave way to night and the moon climbed into the velvet sky, silence descended upon the battleground. From the heart of this eerie silence, arose clay lamps, lit by the wounds and triumphs of the fallen, igniting a path of peace and forgiveness. The ripple effect of these simple offerings sparked a resounding message of unity, painting the battlefield a hauntingly serene sight. It was a sign of reconciliation, a beacon of hope that there could be life after the tides of destruction. Thus ended the epic tale of bravery and sacrifice transpired by the Sayo River, a tale of turning the merciless rituals of war into an illustrious paradigm of redemption. The river was no longer a symbol of division, of hatred, and of destruction, but a conjurer of peace, of reconciliation, and of life. The Sayo River, once tainted red with the heart's blood of countless warriors, now teemed with the promise of a hopeful sunrise, its waters fostering the seeds of unity sown by the men who once fought tooth and nail on its banks. Even today, when one stands by the quiet banks of the Sayo River, one can still hear the echoes of the forgotten tale that unfolded centuries ago. The whispers of the wind carry with them the valor of the fallen, the resilience of the survivors, and the legacy of an ordeal that defied all odds. The Sayo River, silent yet profound witness to the past, continues to flow, holding within its ebb and tide, the timeless story of the epic battle that once raged on its now peaceful banks. Thus concluded the tale of the two nations, their trials and triumphs, which took place on a fateful day by the Sayo River. Each page etched in history was a lesson of the adversities that war brought, and the potential for change that they carried. Lives lost, sacrifices made, the price of conflict was great, but in the end, the deliverance of peace bore even greater significance. The courage displayed by both the Mongolian cavalry and Hungarian warriors on that fateful day did not vanish as the battle drew to a close. It would continue to reverberate in the depths of their lands and the hearts of their people for generations to come. For war may bestow victory, but it is the pursuit of peace that illustrates the true measure of a country and its warriors.